Greetings everyone, this is Basima Bartapi. In this vlog, let me take you to Agartala, the capital of Tripura state, which is in India, where I'm going to be showing you must visit places, share some stories, histories and tips and tricks regarding the journey. Agartala. So let's start the journey.
So this is the officially first day at Tripura. It's not actually the first day, it's the half day, right? It's almost 12:30 and our hotel it's outside the city of Tripura. I don't know, when we booked the hotel, it showed that it's inside the city, like surrounding the places that we wanted to visit, but somehow it's near the airport, so it's Grand Zuri, and so we just freshened up quickly, like within 10 to 15 minutes, and we headed out again in an auto. And now we're going our first destination is the Heritage Park, because that's the first thing. That's the first thing actually we're gonna see, and eventually we're gonna visit the Ujjayanta Palace and the Jaggannath Temple, and also the Nehru Park and other things. So yeah, let's go. But first thing first, I think we are gonna eat something because we are very hungry. And another thing is that we didn't change the currency, so we are gonna go somewhere to exchange the money and then go to a restaurant probably to eat something. So yeah, let's go.
So our first destination was the Heritage Park in Agartala, and basically this was our first destination because Agartala itself, it's a very small city, you can say, so you can actually cover all the places like in one day, like literally like 1 or 2 day is good enough for covering everything inside the city. But if you have a plan to cover like everything that is also outside of Agartala, then I think you might need some more time, because there is also like apart from Agartala, the famous places like the Ujjayanta Palace, Neermahal, which is again like outside. It takes 50 to 60 minutes if you go by auto, and if you take a bus it takes more. So there's Unakoti, so these are like all outside the town. And this Heritage Park, it opens at 6 a.m. up to 8 p.m. and the places that I just mentioned, not just in Agartala but in the whole Tripura state, you can see the all famous places, the miniature versions in this Heritage Park. And yeah, you can get an overall idea like what you get to see whilst you're visiting the Tripura. So yeah, like enjoy. The ticket prices are very minimal, so people like come here and enjoy their time, and you can too. And what I like the most about this park is that this whole park is covered by the railway tracks, so it actually shows you like I think it's as it is like the real one, just the miniature version, the palace and everything. So yeah, it's beautiful. Another thing about this Heritage Park is that there is nothing special, but it is a regular park, but a very well maintained park, to be honest. Everything is very neat and clean. You cannot see like anywhere packets or plastics. They have maintained it very well. There is a playground, actually open space, you can sit around here, playground where you can, like whatever age you are, you can just enjoy your free time with your friends or whoever you visit with. So yeah, it's a good time and good place to spend your time, and also a very famous place that's should be in your list. Our destination 2 was the Jagannath Temple, or the Jagannath Bari, which is very famous temple and a very well-known religious place located in Agartala. It was built during the Maharaja of Tripura in the Manika dynasty around 19th century, and this Jaggannath Temple is situated right at the opposite of the Ujjayanta Palace. this temple is dedicated to the Hindu gods. And another special thing about this whole temple is that the Islamic style of the architecture is predominant in the exterior of the temple, but in the interior you can see that the Hindu splendor is very visible, and the whole temple is decorated with various god idols, so many spectacular architectural works which will give you a peace of mind and also a very nice place to visit, and will give you an idea about the previous architectural work. Another interesting thing that I saw is that apart from people praying here and also puja happening inside in different times, of course, people can actually stay here. Not everyone, of course, but there's an ashram at the side of the, as you can see, the yellow building. We saw many women. I think they don't have any family, or they're living there alone, or for various reasons. But it was actually very interesting to see that inside the temple there is also facilities for living, and also they are offered food and other facilities, which is, I don't think, very fancy, but then again a very good step towards doing something very nice. And yeah, our destination 3 was the very famous place in Agartala, the Ujjayanta Palace, which is formerly a royal palace of Tripura, and this was built during the 1901, and it has magnificent tile floors, wooden ceilings, lovely doors, and this was actually built during the ruling Maharaja Radhakishore Manikya during 1899 to 1901, and it stands on the banks of the two lakes surrounded by gardens, which is actually inspired by the European style, and it was the home of the ruling Manakya dynasty. The name Ujjayanta was actually given by our Sri Rabindranath Tagore, a regular visitor of Tripura.
There you can see Lamur, he's waving. There we have our two other friends taking pictures in front of the beautiful Ujjayanta Palace. Actually, construction and renovation is going on. They're like doing the maintenance work. For that reason, I think there was a fountain over here, like water and everything, but now they're working on it, like cleaning and stuff. And on this side, let's go. You can see that a lot of people, I think this is the place where the light and sound show happens. Yes, I'm right. Woohoo! So yeah, light and sound show at Ujjayanta Palace. So that's at around like in the evening-ish at around 7:30. The timing is on the, like literally on the entrance, so you can see that. But I don't think so we'll have time to see the light and show, light and sound show, because we have plans to visit other places, and it's a very short trip to Tripura, to Agartala actually. We have been planning this for a while, but due to different reasons, we were not able to get everyone in one schedule. So finally it happened, and just for 2 days we are here. And yeah, so let's see how many places we can cover.
If anybody has seen visited the Victoria Memorial in Kolkata, it will kind of remind you of that one. The architectural style, the building style, it's similar.
So this is the way to the museum. Let's go inside.
Inside the palace, videotaping not allowed. So yeah. Our destination 4 was the Venuban Buddha Vihar. It's again a religious place, especially for the followers of the Buddhist religion. And you might think that why did we visit like so many temples and religious places, because in Agartala mostly the famous places or the places that people visit are these places like the Jaggannath Temple, the Bodh Vihara, and also there is another well-known temple, that is the Temple of 14 Gods, but we didn't visit that. Our destination 5 was the Nehru Park, and I don't think anybody needs to know about the very famous, very well known Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru. And yeah, this park is basically dedicated to him, and people just come here. Again, it's kind of like the Heritage Park has everything, not the miniature versions, but the playground and everything. So you can enjoy your time here. And after that, we chilled a little bit, had our dinner, and got some sleep. And before sleeping, of course, had some momos and headed to the next day. Our last destination while we are visiting Agartala is the Neermahal Palace. It is a very famous water palace in India. So we took a taxi from Agartala, and it took us 1 hour 30 minutes to reach the Neermahal Palace destination. And we reached there actually very early, so we had to wait a little bit because the boats which were supposed to take us there had started at 10.
Finally, after waiting for 2 hours, right? Almost 2 hours. Finally, we are heading towards our boat, which will take us to Neermahal.
So the Neermahal Palace, the very famous palace, is actually situated in the Rudrasagar in the middle of the lake, and this was constructed as a summer residence of the royal family, the Maharaja Bir Bikram Kishore Manikya. And basically this whole palace was built in 1921. Maharaja actually commissioned the British company, the Martin and Burns, to build this unique water palace in the middle of Lake Rudrasagar. So this palace was designed and built on a detailed instruction from the Maharaja himself, which blended both Hindu and Mughal architectural style. The marble and the sandstones were used like even today. These are very exclusive and very expensive, so that's why the balconies and the towers and the pavilions and the bridges, everything stands out, and you can see from the very far, like it feels like a white lotus floating on the river. So it was actually, and you can see the whole style. It was, you can understand by the building style that this was actually a kind of recreational place where you can come and chill during the summer.
It's interesting that here's the bedroom. And this is the dance room. So you get to watch the dance.
Another very important fact about this water palace is that this is the biggest water palace in India. India has actually two water palaces, one in Rajasthan and the second one is in Tripura, which is this one. And yeah, Neermahal Palace, this is the largest water palace in India, and you cannot miss this.
This is the royal ghat. The king himself used to use this. Another dancing room. Couple of dancing rooms in here.
That's all folks, that's all I did in Agartala. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Love you!